The name of a character is one of the most important parts of creating a character. A good name can elevate your characters to a whole new different level. Take for example Captain Marvel, a name so memorable and iconic and a cute callback to the creators of said characters. But not every story is simple. The name Captain Marvel belonged to multiple different characters from different companies, and it went on to be one of the most infamous stories in the history of comics. It all started in 1939, 1 year after the release of Superman, Truth, Justice, and all that stuff. Fawcett published Whiz Comics number 2 that year, and it contained the new daring and most powerful mortal of all, Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel became a massive hit, with it selling millions upon millions of copies, which gave it the chance to feature in the first Captain Marvel live-action film in 1941. Captain Marvel kept on growing and becoming more popular, and started to frequently outsell Superman, which made DC a tad bit furious. You see, he bore a striking resemblance to Superman. The muscular physique, the flowing cape, and even their villains were both mad and bald scientists. The biggest difference was that Captain Marvel got his powers from a wizard, but in reality, he is a boy named Billy Batson. Superman, on the other hand, had his powers because of his Kryptonian origins. In 1941, DC filed a lawsuit against Fawcett, but the actual trial commenced 7 years later, in 1948. DC's big idea was, it's just a ripoff of Superman. They gave evidence with a binder of 150 pages full of panels of Superman juxtaposed with panels of Captain Marvel doing similar feats. The response was that these stunts have been done by previous comic strip characters such as Tarzan. They kept going back and forth until DC won, and Fawcett decided it was just a waste of time to keep fighting. So they agreed to pay $400,000 and cease publication of Captain Marvel. Keep in mind that superhero comics were dying, and there really wasn't a reason to license and trademark the name Captain Marvel. But thanks to DC themselves, with the creation of The Flash and the Green Lantern, the superhero genre was revitalized. Since the name Captain Marvel was public domain, a slew of different companies wanted to use the title. One of these companies was MF Enterprise, who released a horrifically bad series titled Captain Marvel. Marvel recently changed their name from Timely Publications to Marvel Comics, and they were annoyed that their name was used by what to them were ants. These include MF Enterprise and the other small-time companies. In 1967, Marvel trademarked the name and released Captain Marvel and Marvel Superheroes number 12. This Captain Marvel is a man named Mar-Vell, a Kree pilot who goes against his leader's orders and allies himself with the Earth. Currently he is dead, and that title belongs to Carol Danvers, the lover of Mar-Vell and the previous Miss Marvel. DC, on the other hand, couldn't use the name Captain Marvel. Sure, they can call him Captain Marvel in the comics, but not on the covers, TV shows, movies, or merchandise. So they named the comics Shazam. By 2012, people were still confused about which is the actual name of this character. The writers rebooted the whole universe and renamed him Shazam. Because, as Jeff Johns had said, everyone thinks he's called Shazam already.